Hey, what's up, YouTube? You're watching Great Rants! And this is our Survivor Series 2016 prediction videos. And the first match we want to talk about, I'll give it to him.
The 10-man tag team match between Team Raw, which features the Shining Stars, Club,
Come to Puerto Rico.
Too Sweet, Enzo Cass,
So?
and the New Day.
New
Did I get everyone?
Day rocks.
1, 2, 3, yep. And then versus Team SmackDown with Rhino and Slater. He's got kids.
7
Hype
of them?
Bros.
Hype Bros.
Usos.
Usos.
American Alpha, my favorite tag team on SmackDown.
Yeah, wow.
And Breezango. Very entertaining.
The Fashion Police.
Fashion Police, yeah. So, me personally, I'm not too big of a fan of, like, these super huge, like, 10-man tag team
I get
matches.
lost.
Yeah, it's hard to really, like,
Keep up.
It's like watching a Royal Rumble.
yeah. But if everyone was in the ring at the same time,
Yeah.
like, at least in the Rumble, like, one after another.
And you
but-
know who's coming in next.
Yeah. But this one is, like, crazy. And how are they going to do it? Like, if one person on the team gets pinned, are they out? Like, so, like, Gallows gets pinned from the club. Is Anderson gone, too?
They haven't really discussed, like, conditions or
Yeah.
stipulations.
That's my guess, though, because, like, it would take forever to pin every single person on the other team.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking. But as far as who comes out on top, it's really anyone. Like, you have to imagine the Raw team gets, the main focus will be New Day, probably Club, with a little bit of Enzo and Cass. I can't imagine the Shining Stars doing anything good. And then SmackDown, the Usos will probably try to be like, we're the veteran team, we've been around longer, we're going to come out and do it.
American Alpha will do good.
Oh my god, dude. Alpha with Enzo and Cass? Come on.
Those two against
That'd be
each
cool.
other. is
Oh my
really
god.
good.
Like, can we just
reunion?
can we just like cross out the rest of those teams and just have it be Enzo and Cass versus Alpha? Like, awesome. But I would imagine the match will probably center around a couple teams tagging in and out, and then eventually people will start eliminating. And
Have the tag champs against the tag champs.
yeah, I think if they do anything, it'll probably be that. And
That'd be cool.
They've been having New Day wins, so
That'd be something if they give it to Slater and Rhino.
yeah, I'd be cool with that. So, what do you think?
One thing I do like about these types of matches is that you'll see matchups that you don't normally see. You'll see wrestlers go up against each other that you don't normally see or team up with. And that aspect, it's cool. I think it's going to be, and also you'll see some pretty cool spots, I'm sure. I think it's going to be a fun match to watch, even though it might be hard to keep up with. I think it's going to be a fairly quick match, too. I can't see this match going any longer than 9 minutes. In my
That's
opinion.
very
All those
specific.
Even though it's a
Man.
pay-per-view event.
Yeah.
I just don't see this match being very long.
Well, 9 minutes.
Maybe 12.
I can't see it. It's one of the main matches though. Like, this one's gonna get like a good 20.
I just think a
25
lot of
minutes.
the tag teams will get knocked out early on. Not out of the match, but just be alongside of the ring, like just not doing much.
Well, there are eliminations. So once a team gets eliminated, like, that's it. So you could see a situation where it's like the Club and Enzo and Cass versus Alpha and then the rest of Team SmackDown. So once a team gets pinned, that's it.
You'll see me trending mostly towards Raw teams winning. So I think New Day's going to take it out on top. But it's going to be close. The dynamics between each team, to add towards Alex's point, they're just very, very fast, high-flying. You're going to see a lot of cool spots. So,
Who do you think New Day is going to pin?
New Day versus... I think New Day versus maybe Usos.
So
That'd be cool.
So they get like the final pin on one of the Usos or something.
Yeah. That might be cool.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I could see it happening. Definitely want to see the Hype Bros do well because Zack
Of course,
Ryder.
Angel.
I want to see Zack Ryder do pretty well in the match. But I also want to see the club do well, even since they're on Team Raw. And I do like Heath Slater and Rhino. But I'm going with Team Raw winning. Have the New Day get the win since they're the longest reigning tag team champions.
In the modern era, yeah.
Maybe have them get the pins off Rhino and Slater.
Yeah,
Get the SmackDown's champs.
This one's up in the air for me.
Good prediction.
I feel like the other two Survivor Series style matches will be maybe a little easier for me to pick, but this one feels like it can kind of be up in the air, because there's so many scenarios that could come down to Club and New Day and Enzo and Cass, or a mix of a couple of them versus any number of teams from SmackDown. I think you can safely cross out like the Shining Stars from doing anything.
They'll probably be the first ones.
And Breezango.
Breezango probably going to be gone. Like, I would almost, I'm sorry to say, Tim, probably cross off the Hype Bros too.
I don't know. They're a pretty good team.
They're a good team, and it ain't about it being a good team. It's just like your biggest stars, your biggest names are these other guys. So, to be fair, even Alpha just came back around, and they're starting to regain their momentum. So, I could see it coming down to like established teams like the Usos and Rhino and Slater versus New Day and the Club and Cass. That's at least my thinking. They would probably get rid of the lower-ish ones, if that's a fair assessment of it, first, and then stick with like the established teams. But that's just me.
So who do you pick?
I think Raw. I think Raw takes it for this one. I think they just have too much,
Firepower
behind them.
I can definitely see that, but you know what? My pick's going to be out of left field here. I'm going with the Hype Bros. I'm going with Zack Ryder getting the pin on New Day.
SmackDown. Oh, wow.
Zack Ryder.
That would be...
Think about it. I forgot what pay-per-view event this was, but Zack Ryder won the IC title for a day. And then he dropped it. But I could see the WWE doing something really unpredictable here.
It's possible. I think that would make it very interesting.
Okay.
So, I said Raw, you said SmackDown.
I say Raw.
Raw. So.
Imagine that, Tim. Zack Ryder gets the pin.
Could be something.
I want Tim to be happy.
Okay, next match.
All right, the women's Survivor Series match.
Can I introduce this one?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, so for Team Raw, we just saw them invade Team SmackDown, so that was cool. That was a good little spot there. Team Raw, we have Charlotte, Sasha, Nia Jax, Bayley, and Alicia Fox versus Team SmackDown's women of Becky, Nikki Bella, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a lot of great women wrestlers right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of talent in there. What are you thinking for it so far?
I'm gonna have to go with someone from Team Raw. I mean, I love Bayley, of course. I'm always gonna be behind her 100%. But I'm gonna maybe say it comes down to Bayley and Becky. That would be cool.
Good prediction.
Dream match right there. Yeah. So this one's probably going to be one of the better Survivor Series matches that we'll see throughout the night. Raw seems to have like the higher end women's talent. Like Charlotte's up there, Sasha's up there, and Bayley's trending up there too. While SmackDown has more of like a cohesive unit, so I think they'll play off the storyline that the Raw women wrestlers, like a couple of them get along with each other, but not the whole team.
Because they've been playing that up nicely leading up to this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like,
Other
how
than-
well are they going to work together?
Yeah, other than this SmackDown where they invaded and beat up, most of Team SmackDown, we've really seen the Raw women's wrestlers go at each other, whereas the SmackDown ones, they didn't really fight each other too much. There wasn't really infighting, so I think the teamwork probably comes into play for the Team SmackDown, and I think they'll ultimately win. They'll probably have something to do with Becky and Nikki Bella probably taking out Charlotte or maybe even Nia Jax or something. I think, this is tough because you want to build up people like Bayley, people like Becky, even like Alexa Bliss. They're really getting behind her. You don't want to eliminate them too quick because that just like kills any momentum. But if you're not going to have them pick up the win, you don't want them to stay too long, So it's a fine balance, it seems like.
I want to see it come down to the two women's champions, Charlotte versus Becky.
That'd be cool.
The two go at it, and then have Becky get the win.
Yeah.
Be like, everybody's all high on the Raw side with Charlotte and everything, but like they haven't really done anything to really, highlight Becky. Really, like she came back from an injury. She was injured for a little while. She had her match with with Alexa Bliss in Glasgow, and Becky got the win, and I was happy about that, even though that Alexa had her foot under the rope.
Yeah.
But
So there's going to be a rematch.
there's still going to be a rematch down the line.
But that feud's still going.
I still want to see them push Becky as much as they can and have her get a pin off the Raw side, or have her pin Charlotte. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like Nikki Bella, Becky, and then it'll be like Charlotte and Sasha, and then like Charlotte gets in Sasha's face, and Sasha's like, I'm not having any part of this, and then she's like done, and then maybe she gets like counted out, or like Charlotte distracts Sasha somehow. Sasha gets rolled up on, gets eliminated, and then Charlotte just gets beat because she gets overwhelmed. So, but yeah, I'm going SmackDown.
I got Team Raw. I think just the firepower is too great over Team SmackDown, unfortunately.
Well, Raw definitely has the better, like, women's wrestlers in the sense that Charlotte and Sasha are, like, super established, and Bayley's getting up there. But SmackDown has, like, the depth. Because you can go to, like, Naomi, you can go to Nikki Bella and all them. So there's like, pros and cons to each one. But, yeah, I can see what you're saying with Raw having the firepower.
What do you think gets to pin in SmackDown for the win?
The champ, Becky.
Yeah, I think, although WWE likes to push, the Bellas, I think, it'll probably be Nikki Bella getting a pin over, like, Charlotte, just because WWE likes to make sure the Bellas look good. So, even though it should be Becky.
I think, and honestly, I was looking at the names again. I just think that the only one that can physically compete against Nia Jax would be Nikki Bella. So I feel like they're going to have some sort of in-ring feud going on just because of, like, the bigness. There's no one on Team SmackDown side that can, like, physically take Nia Jax down.
I think Becky could.
She's so small, though. Like,
I know. You gotta have a big
I think,
person.
Go ahead.
Just that, muscular.
I was going to say, I think Nia Jax is the Braun Strowman of the women's division.
That is the third time he said
you
that.
said that even before we started.
I think Raw's going to win. I think Nia Jax might get a pin or two, but she'll get eliminated maybe a little bit beyond the halfway point of the match. I think SmackDown, there's going to be like 2 or 3 women to just all gain up on her and get her out. But they're going to make Nia Jax look strong, and she definitely is strong. But I think SmackDown wins, and I think Sasha is going to get the pin for the win.
Yeah,
I'm just glad that Eva Marie's not on either team.
Yeah, that's... I don't even want to
Because,
think
you
about
could, like,
her.
sell her as the Team Red.
You could sell her as the big red machine. No, that's good.
I can't even imagine how unhappy I'd be if she was, like, a part of the team.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'd be so upset because that would take away from any number of these girls
Definitely.
that deserve to be competing. So
I think it's definitely going to be a fun match to watch. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be one of the best matches of the night, in my opinion. And any last thoughts?
I'm looking forward to this one. Just, I love the potential matchups we can have here. So.
Me too. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts. Do you agree, disagree with us? And stay tuned for our other prediction videos. Follow us on social media. See ya!
See ya.